What's going on, everyone? It's me, Marco from PhoneDog.com, and before we get into our Samsung Galaxy Note 3 versus LG G Flex video, we have an amazing offer from Boost Mobile. Right now, you get $50 off a smartphone purchase if you switch to them before March 31st, and you'll also save money each and every month because we have some amazing plan rates for unlimited talking, texting, and web. So right now, if you click the link below here in the description box below my face here on YouTube's, you'll find that deal right now. Before March 31st, get $50 off your first smartphone purchase and also save money each and every month because one, there's no contracts, you get unlimited talking, texting, and you'll never get charged overage fees. Basically, you have unlimited power of Boost Mobile, and also for some really cool deals from Boost Mobile, there's some annotations around my face right now. Basically, click my whole face and it'll take you to some really cool deals from Boost Mobile. So thanks for listening, and make sure to watch the Samsung Galaxy Note 3 versus LG G Flex video right after this. Many of you criticize my use of an iPhone with Apple fanboy comments. You ask why I use this 4-inch, small, underpowered device, and my answer is always, that's what I like to use. But we live in a mobile world where we have 1080p resolution on a 5.7-inch display, and phones that can flex and heal itself, some amazing feats on its own. So that got me thinking, why don't we take two pretty amazing devices such as the G Flex and the Note 3 and put them head to head in one of our famous dogfights? So we did. We start off by listing the specs of these monsters. The Samsung Galaxy Note 3, a phenomenon of a sales practice with millions sold within days of release and an ultra smartphone standard of specs. Its display comes in right at 5.7 inches with a full 1920 by 1080 resolution, 386 pixels per inch for all of you pixel peepers. The 2.3 GHz quad-core Snapdragon 800 processor is paired to an Adreno 330 GPU and a whole 3 GB of RAM. On the software side, you'll find Android 4.4.2 and TouchWiz running on top of it. The Note 3 uses its extra real estate by giving you features like S Notes, and also added features like air commands for your S Pen, little useful things that may outweigh the added size. On the opposite side, the LG G Flex has a larger 6-inch display of 1280 by 720. Still good by any standards, but it's simply not as sharp as the Note 3 with its full HD display. 245 pixels per inch nowadays looks a little bit more fuzzy, not bad, but also not very good. You'll find a similar 2.26 GHz quad-core Snapdragon 800 CPU, the same Adreno 330 GPU, 2 GB of RAM, that's one less than the Note 3. This model does come with 32 GB of built-in storage, which is great, but there's no expansion, while the Note 3 comes with 16 GB, but you can add an additional 64 GB via a micro SD card inside the phone. That's much more useful for media storage, especially on longer flights when you want to load longer movies. You have that option on the Note 3, but not on the G Flex. The usability of the G Flex is a bit strange for most people. Its main purpose is to be a phone that can handle the usual scrapes and occasional sit-ons with no harm. Personally, I've never broken a phone while sitting on it, but I've asked many of you to tell me your stories, and it appears that it's not as uncommon as I first thought. In my opinion, the large 6-inch display size of the G Flex is almost unnecessary, but it does make a very good difference when you're viewing your media. The natural curved state of this display gives it an illusion of a curved OLED TV, but obviously much smaller. Reading a media-rich website like The Verge, for example, has a very nice overall effect and makes it appear bigger while it sits at 6 inches. It sounds like I'm crazy, but once you use it in practice, you'll know what I'm talking about. The only downfall is the POLED technology is pretty darn reflective, and when you take it outside, it almost becomes unusable. These shots had the Note 3 put halfway up for brightness while the G Flex was full blast, and you still can't see a darn thing. Now, performance-wise, the Note 3 and the G Flex are almost on par. You see the Note 3 edge ahead while you're running lots of applications or when you use multi-window features. The G Flex has a similar feature called Q-Slide to run multiple applications, but it's quite limited with the selection of apps that you can run. Unlike you can run Google Chrome or video or YouTube on the Samsung Galaxy Note 3, you can only run smaller applications that don't need a constant internet connection like the calculator or calendar. Pretty cool, but not very usable. I did want to throw a little spot about the cameras. Last month I made a 4K battle, which I'll link here, where I put the Note 3 and G Flex head-to-head in a 4K battle. You'll be pleasantly surprised that the Note 3 has better color, but these won't replace your cinema cameras at all. If you're worried about battery life, know that these two will last over a day without a charge. If you're worried about pocketability, you chose the wrong sort of device in the first place. If you just want the right phablet device, you have the winner. It's the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. Well, thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, enjoyable, or laughable, please hit that subscribe button for future videos. Also, give it a like and follow yours truly on Twitter at PhoneDog_Marco. And until next time, my name is Marco Hanna.